Hi, I'm Brian Hayes. I'm a Salesforce and Pardot consultant at Rotive. We're an official Salesforce partner, and we help small businesses automate their processes. In this video, we're going to talk about joined reports. I'm going to go through what joined reports are, why you might want to use them, and then I'll show you how to build out a joined report and all those different steps along the way. So what is a joined report? A joined report enables you to essentially run multiple reports side by side and group them together. So this is useful if you want to run a report on two separate objects within Salesforce that don't have a direct relationship to each other. If you want to run a report on cases that are related to accounts and opportunities that are related to accounts, a report type isn't going to help you there because really we've got the account in the middle and then we've got these two different directions it's going in terms of relationships to pull in data from cases and opportunities. So that's where a joined report is going to come in handy. With a joined report, we're essentially running that account and opportunities report type and that account and cases report type, and we can look at them side by side and see if there's any fields that they have in common, which they would because they're both reporting on accounts. So all of those fields would be in common, and we can then group based on any of those common values. So you might want to do this if you're trying to understand, let's say, a customer or a prospect more holistically in a single view. For example, that cases and opportunities. Maybe we want to understand what's all of our revenue potential or pipeline with an account, but also what are all the potential issues that they've brought up. And maybe there's a relationship there. Somebody who's bringing up a lot more issues might be a lower revenue potential account. Or it actually could be the opposite. Maybe the people who have the most feedback for us are our best customers. And that could be useful to see and analyze within Salesforce. So let me show you how you go about creating a joined report. In Salesforce here, I'm going to bring up the Reports tab. You probably already have it across the top of your screen, but if you don't, just click the app launcher and search for it. Then I'm going to click New Report. So this is all pretty standard so far. You're going to choose a report type. In my case, I think I'll choose opportunities to begin with. And here's our standard report. Now to make this a joined report, click on Report in the upper left-hand corner and switch that into Joined. If you don't see the option to make this a joined report, you might not have the Enterprise Edition or higher of Salesforce. You need that for this feature to even be enabled. Or you could have chosen a report type that doesn't have the option for joined reports. There's a list of those report types on Salesforce's website, and we'll leave a link to it in the description below in case that's an issue you're running into. But for this one, I'm going to click Joined Reports and hit Apply. What this does is it takes the report we were working on and it puts it in a block. You can see the color across the top and also in the upper left-hand corner with the ability to add additional blocks. Essentially, we're just adding additional reports or report types to this view. So I'm going to click Add Block, and here's our option to choose another report type. We'll go with Cases, hit Add Block there. And now we've got our two options right here. Opportunities on the left, Cases on the right. Let's go a step further. Let's add contacts as well. So we slide over here. There's yet another block right here with our list of contacts. At this point, these three different blocks, these three different report types are really independent. We don't have any relationship set up between them. On the left-hand side, under columns, you can see these columns are broken into those different blocks or those different report types. And we can update this just as you would any other standard report, getting rid of the columns that you're not interested in or adding in additional columns. If you open the Fields drawer here on the left, you can see any common fields. They're marked with this icon right next to them. So if we scroll down here, under Account, that's where we've got all the common fields across these different reports. If you only want to see the common fields, check that box in the upper left. That's going to hide everything else. The common fields are useful for grouping. So in our case, we want to group by account name. That way we can see all of the details account by account. There we go. And it still breaks our blocks into these different sections here and these different colored sections. If we want to hide details, you can do that. And in this preview, we're just getting a count at this point of how many contacts or cases or opportunities there are for these different accounts. At the end of the day here, you're really updating 3 different reports in a singular view. So if you want to apply filters or change which fields show up, you'll have to do that 3 separate times here. But ultimately, it'll give you a singular view to give you a better understanding of that particular account or record across different objects. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is just so that you're aware of being able to create cross-block summary fields. If you click one of the down arrows in our columns section here, you can add normal summary fields, so that would be block by block independent, or you can add a cross-block summary field. It works very similarly to the regular summary fields, except we can pull in details from any of those reports that we've already got included here. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please click like, and if you'd like more tutorials, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.